The smell of bruised marigold still clings to my skin, sweet and rotting at the same time. The red blanket is heavy, too heavy. She is breathing softly on the other side of the bed, her face turned away toward the mud-plastered wall. I am sitting perfectly still, listening to the rhythmic clicking of her glass bangles as she shifts in her sleep. It is a sound that belongs in this house now, a sound I will hear every night until I die. My mind keeps slipping back to the courtyard 3 months ago. The monsoon rains had just stopped, leaving the terraced fields a blinding, suffocating green. My father was sitting on the woven stool, coughing that deep, rattling cough that shook his frail shoulders. He didn't demand anything. He just looked at me with sunken eyes and told me he needed to see the house settled before the next rains. That was the trap. It wasn't an order, it was a quiet, crushing guilt placed directly onto my chest. I had plans. I had a small bag hidden beneath my cot, packed with 2 shirts and the money I had saved. Kathmandu was a bus ride away. The city meant noise, anonymity, and a life that belonged to me. I wanted to choose. I remember the girl from the lower village with the bright yellow shawl. We had only exchanged glances by the river, but in those brief seconds there was a spark, a burning desire to simply want something and reach for it. Now, sitting in the dark, there is only a vast, echoing emptiness where that desire used to be. The days leading up to the ceremony blur together in fragmented memories. The village elders sitting on our porch, drinking sugared tea, their voices a drone of endless negotiation. My uncle muttered that she was a good girl who would take care of my mother, never looking me in the eye. I stood in the doorway, the wood rough beneath my sweating palms. I had practiced the word no. I had mouthed it to the ceiling every night. But when the moment came, my mother looked up from the cooking fire, her hands trembling. My father coughed again, a wet, terrible sound. The elders waited. I swallowed the no. It slid down my throat like broken glass. I simply lowered my head. A microscopic gesture of respect. A death sentence. The courtyard filled with people. The women painted the doorway with red mud and rice paste. Every stroke felt like they were sealing me inside. Neighbors congratulated me, calling me a dutiful son. I smiled a terrifying smile, hollow and stretched tight. I watched the preparations as if I were a ghost haunting my own funeral. The night before the wedding, I walked to the edge of the cliff overlooking the valley. The wind pulled at my clothes, urging me to run. I didn't. I was too suffocated by duty. The heat of the sacred fire yesterday still burns my eyes. The smoke was thick and blinding. Everyone thought I was weeping from the holy smoke. I was weeping because I was disappearing. The priest chanted ancient words, binding me to the trembling, heavily veiled stranger sitting beside me. When they draped the thick garland of marigolds around my neck, it felt like a noose pulling tight. I couldn't breathe. I still can't breathe. Now the house is completely quiet. The oil lamp flickers, casting wavering shadows across the low ceiling beams. My wife shivers slightly in the damp chill of the village night. She is a victim of this too, traded and placed into this room just as I was. I reach over, my hand moving mechanically, and pull the heavy quilt up over her shoulders to keep her warm. It is exactly what a caring husband is supposed to do. It is the most normal, domestic action in the world. But as my fingers brush the coarse wool, a cold horror settles over my skin. I realize I am burying us both.